Hi, so in this video, we'll take a look at how we can use extensions in our profiles. So an extension is fairly common in the FHIR community. In fact, that's how you make a resource have other things that are not part of the core specification. In fact, even famous profiles like the US core has a lot of extensions. So we'll take a look at how we can include this birth sex extension in our own profile. So first just open it up and see, look at the extension. And you can see that this is different from the gender attribute given in the patient itself. So if a patient is born male or female, you include that as the birth sex, and the gender is more of what the person identifies to be. So let's just download this first. Just download the JSON and put it in the same folder where you have your previous structure definition from the profile. So after that, I'm just going to close this. After that, go back to Forge, and you can see that the folder that we have open shows up here. Let's just refresh that to get our structure definition of this extension. Now let's just go ahead and open the tutorial patients element tree. And all you need to do to add an extension is just click on the extend button here, and you can see that the US birth sex extension shows up. This is because we downloaded it to the same folder. And I'm just going to include that. And that's basically it. Now you've included this in your profile. So I'm just going to make this mandatory. So let's do that. And the cardinality is 1 and 1, and I'm just going to save this. So you can see that all of this is getting saved live on our profile. So I'm just going to open this one in VS Code. So let's take a look at our structure definition for the extension first. This is pretty long because it's an extension by the US core, and they included a lot of things. So first, let's post this to our FHIR server. I already have a FHIR server running which has validation turned on. If you don't know how to do that, just check out my previous videos. So I'm going to post this as a structure definition, and let's just post that. You can see that it got created. And now let's go back to our tutorial patient structure definition. And here you can see that now it has a new diff, which is patient extension. It's calling it my extension, but it really doesn't matter. You can change the name of the slice to whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it at my extension. You can change that by just changing this name right here. So let's just change it to birth sex, actually. So and let's just save that. And you can see that it changed it to birth sex right here. So let's copy this and let's post this on our server as well under structure definition. And this also got created. Okay, now let's go ahead and create our patient. This patient we already have from the previous tutorials. So the profile again points to tutorial patient, and since we didn't change the URL, let's leave it at that. But you can see that it does not have the birth sex extension in the profile, in the resource itself. So let's just go ahead and post this under patient and see what happens. You can see that there is an operation outcome error, and it's saying that birth sex minimum required is 1, but only found 0. Okay, so now let's go and include that as well. So let's just do extension. So here, how you define what extension it is based on the URL. So for that, let's just go to Forge and check out what the URL is right here. And you can see it's the structure definition core US birth sex. And we can also find it in our diff that we just did right here. In this structure definition, we can find that here as well. So let's copy this and let's paste it under URL here. And again, now an extension supports any value that's provided by FHIR. So it can be value, address, age, attachment, yada yada, anything. So, but this extension only supports one type of value, and that is value code. You can see that here. You can also see it on the website where they say it only supports value code, and in fact it only supports value code from the birth sex binding, so it can either be M or F or unknown. So let's just go ahead and so it can be F, M or unknown, right? So let's do that right now. Let's add the value code to be M. And now let's try posting this on our server. And you can see that this patient successfully got created. And it also has an extension which says the birth sex of the patient. So that's how you use an existing extension. So now let's take a look at how you can make your own extension. Now, there is a very important thing you need to remember while making your own extension. You always need to check if somebody has made an extension for this already. Because if you start making an extension for everything and everybody does that, the whole FHIR space will just be riddled with extensions, and that will be a big headache for processing later on. So to check if the extension has already been published, just make sure you go to, just check FHIR extensions. In fact, just for the patient resource, let's see if there are extensions. Just go to the patient resource and you can look under profiles and extensions. You can see that there are these many extensions defined by the FHIR committee themselves. So it can be the birth time, the birthplace, citizenship, religion, things like that. But if that does not cover your needs, then you need to create an extension. What you need to do is under Forge, just create a new extension. And here just choose extension and you can name it whatever you want. Let's just create an extension to make sure that the patient is a paid member. For example, if you have, let's say, an app that tracks the patient, let's say if paid membership. Let's just call the resource also membership, paid membership, right? And the file name, yeah, let that be paid membership, right? So that's okay. And now the first thing that you need to do after making your new extension is go to properties and tell Forge what this extension is on. That is called the context. So we are going to add a context, and here just use this small button and you type in patient. So since you're defining this extension on a patient resource, you need to type that you need to tell Forge that this is on a patient. You can also define an extension on other items. You can do it on the identifier of a patient. You can do it on an address of a patient. So all that is possible. So for now, let's just stick to patient. So that is the context. And now let's just go to the elementary. So now we just want to know if the patient is a paid member or not. So let's just make it as simple as possible. Let's just add a slice to that and say this is just going to be called paid member. Right. And the value is going to be only a Boolean. So it's whether the patient is a paid member or not. That's it. So that's all that you need, right? You can describe all of this if you want to. So it's just going to be a Boolean. So let's just save that. And it's going to show up this. You can save it as a JSON or XML, doesn't really matter. I prefer JSON personally. So that's it. That's how you define your own extension. And in fact, if you want to add it to tutorial patient, all you need to do is again go to patient and extend that, and you can just add the paid membership extension. And you can see that again here you can call it whatever you want. And that's it. That's how you create an extension. So in fact, we made this into a complex extension. In fact, we have an extension, and inside that there is another extension called paid member. So it need not be like that. You can just directly reference the value as value Boolean, and that should also be enough. We need not make this into a complex extension. Let's just go back here. I'm going to delete this, and I'm just going to import this again. And now you can see that it's just directly referencing the value, right? So I don't think it refreshed properly because it's again showing up the same thing. Did we save this? I think we did. Forge does this at times. Just make sure you refresh constantly and close it and open it if it doesn't work. But yeah, so that's the basic gist of how you can add your own extension. And now we can see that it's directly referencing a value. So you can make this mandatory if you want. I'm not going to cover that right now. So you can do this yourself, check it on your test FHIR server, and that's basically how you make your own extension. But again, with great power comes great responsibility. So use extensions with that amount of responsibility. Make sure that other people have not made an extension for your use case. So that's about it. And thank you for watching. Give it a like if you liked it and subscribe for more content. Thank you.